Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple and Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to go over Pluto out of bounds in 2025 and what that means for us personally and for the collective. I'm also going to go over the 9-9 portal, which is actually today. We're live streaming September 9th, 2025. And that energy breaks down to this very interesting 9-9 portal. So I'm going to offer some free readings after the collective. So join us. Please remember, guys, we are multi-streaming. So we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I see Sandra on YouTube, member for 25 months, level, what's it say? 2. I love that message. Hit the thumbs up button on the way in. Yes, guys, please do. All right, let me jump over to my notes. Thank you, Sandra. I'm excited. I feel like today's portal gets a little bit of a bad rap because of the nines, but I'm going to give you a positive spin, of course, right, to put on it. Vanessa joining us on Facebook. Welcome, ladies. Welcome. All right, so let's start with Pluto. Okay, so has everybody heard about Pluto being out of bounds or out of orbit? Tiona, welcome. It sounds weird, right? Like Pluto out of bounds. Okay, so I'm going to break it down super, super simple so that everybody can understand. I feel like when we hear astrologers talk about the astrology, it almost sounds scary because we don't know what it means. Does that make sense? So it's like when we break it down into what it means, and it's like, oh, that's not so scary after all. Before I even start, I just want to point out we are talking about Pluto, with which is the planet of death and transformation. I feel like I've made my point on PLR about how impactful Pluto is and how I believe it to be strong enough to, still be a planet. But let's talk about it. Let me get to my notes before I jump in too quick. All right, so first, Pluto, a celestial object, right, in our solar system. In 2006, guys, it was 2006 when the IAU created a new definition for this particular planet, and they started calling it a dwarf planet. I'm going to actually explain to you why they did that. So there's a few things that you have to have in order to be considered a planet, right? It has to orbit the sun, which Pluto does, and it has to um, be round due to its own gravity, right? And Pluto is. But here's where it didn't meet the requirement to be considered a planet. It doesn't clear its orbit of other debris. So its gravity is not as strong, they said, for it to impact us, right? So that's why they decided that this planet was going to be called a dwarf planet. I do want to mention, I didn't put it in my notes, that it does orbit in a shape of an oval. So it's not exactly round. So I think that alone, just understanding that part really helps you understand like how it is that Pluto is going out of orbit, right? Or out of bounds. All right, so let's talk about the out of bounds part. What does that mean? Okay, so let's see. Um, well, one, you've been seeing it probably the OOB, right? So if you've been seeing Pluto OOB, that's what it means. Pluto is out of bounds. But it's a term that's used to describe the planet's position to the sun's path. So the sun appears to travel across the sky along this path they call the ecliptic. And the planets generally stay within a very narrow band on either side of this path. So the furthest north and south the sun has ever moved is approximately 23 degrees and 27 minutes. It's a measure called declination. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. But when a planet's declination moves beyond that 23 degrees, 27-minute limit, it's considered out of bounds. So, in simple terms, it means that the planet is moving in a more extreme north south range than the sun ever does. So, it's operating outside of the sun's rules. So, this is how Pluto is literally breaking the rules right now. So Pluto's out of bounds period it actually started August 29th, and it will remain out of bounds in this particular period to November 2nd. Now, this is just a short period, and this whole time that is happening from now to November 2nd, it's going to stay in Aquarius. So it's not like it's going retrograde or anything like that, and it's moving back into Aquarius, not anything like that. But what I will say is it's dipping in and out of our orbit, or out of bounds limit from the 23 degrees 27 minutes, is going to be a particular cycle that Pluto's going to take for the next several years. It's going to go in and out several times. And the interesting part is that this is really rare situation. This is, again, once in our lifetime. So Pluto alone moving into Aquarius is once in our lifetime, right? But now this particular Pluto moving in and out of bounds is also something that we've never experienced before, and we won't experience again. But this energy will go on. So I believe they said November of 2032. All right. So how does it impact the collective? Well, in astrology, Pluto is associated with themes of transformation, power, and profound change. And Aquarius, remember, is associated with innovation, technology, and collective groups. So out of bounds suggests energy that is unconventional and definitely breaks the norm, right? Everybody still following me? All right. So this is how it's kind of being interpreted. With this particular Pluto, of course, representing transformation. So with this particular transformative change happening, it's everything is very unconventional, unpredictable. Things seem like they're happening in very extreme ways, particularly in areas that are ruled by Aquarius. So technology, social structures, and group dynamics. This is definitely manifesting as breakthroughs as well, sudden shifts in social power, revolutionary ideas that are challenging the status quo in very unexpected ways. All right, so that's what I have about Pluto out of bounds. I hope it was helpful and just made it a little bit easier to understand. All right. Now let's get to the fun part, the 999 portal. So happy 999, everyone. And if you're wondering how did we come up with the 999 portal, it is numerology. September is the ninth month. We are in the ninth day. And 2025 does add up to 9. So it's a very significant, very powerful day. Lots of strong beliefs with this particular portal. Some of them not necessarily let's see, what all have I heard today? So today I've heard, 9 is a number of conclusion, right? It's a number of endings. So a lot of things are coming to an end. 9 is also a challenging number because it's this energy of like a final push. But I feel like, I don't know, for me, I can feel what is coming to a close. And I'm at the point now where I held on to it for so long, and fought so hard, and definitely went through like all the challenges and all the tower moments, to the point that now like I'm ready to let it go. Does that make sense? Like I'm ready to release it, so to speak, right? All right, so let's talk 999 portal. And then I'm going to do a collective, and then I'm going to offer that free reading, 4 cards you see on your screen there. All right, so here's how I heard it described today, and I thought this was perfect. A giant Control Alt Delete button for your life. The 999 portal is that button. I do feel like it's gonna feel like a normal day, but it's super powered. It's energy packed. It's giving you momentum to move forward or level up your life in some way. I think that's the part that people miss. Like everybody's talking about, oh, nines, it's conclusions, it's something coming to an end. but it's also like you're making room for something and you're, leveling up. You're getting something better. All right, so this is why, again, it's so special because 2025 is a 9 year, right? Closing ceremony is also, I guess, like a way that I've heard it described. Remember, I kept saying when we were talking about the energies, I think it was in Music and Tarot when we did Music and Tarot night, where I was like, I don't want to say that it's like rewards, but it kind of feels like we've come into alignment, we've surrendered to our journey, and it's kind of like we're getting, rewards. And that's definitely what the 999 portal is doing. It's almost like if you've surrendered and released everything, or to the point where you're releasing willingly, then the portal is bringing in like big type of, I don't know, it's like a celebration almost. It's like you can see fireworks and that type of energy. All right, so what's it going to mean for you personally? It's going to feel like you're finishing a long, challenging video game, right? Like you're leveling up. It could feel like you finally cleaned out a junk drawer. That could help you, feel this type of energy. It's the feeling of when you graduate from school and you throw your cap in the air, right? It's that type of energy, the 999 portal. It's definitely a time of celebration and congratulations. There's two superpowers with this day, okay? So the first superpower is releasing. It's helping you let go of something, like I said earlier. It's almost like it's easier to let it go now than maybe it was before. And it's also a superpower in a way that it's giving you a reset because you're removing whatever it is so quickly. A portal is like a doorway. It's like the door opens, you go through the doorway. So everything happens super quick, right? So it's like the moment you release whatever it is that you're letting go of, there's this energy of a powerful reset, and you've made room for something new to begin or new to start, right? And there's this energy of also like being excited of what's coming next. Again, for most of us on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey, it feels like we've faced some type of fear that was like, I don't know, hanging over our neck for such a long time. And it's like we finally faced it, and it's not as scary as we thought it was going to be. And it's like nothing can hold us back now type of energy, right? All right, so that's 999 portal. Let's get to the collective. All right, so I got me some new cards. Divine timing, welcome. Carrot cards. I'm going to look at masculine energy, feminine energy, and the bridging energy. Pulled a card I can't pronounce. It's number 18. Number 17, footprints in the snow, comes out for divine feminine. Dog on a leash, number 12, is our bridging energy. All right, let's look at the first one for the masculine, number 18. It's bounty. So some type of field of harvest. Footprints in the snow always reminds me of that poem, you know, the Footprints poem. It's in the sand, right? Not the snow. It's interesting. 18 and 17. Clues from the past. And number 12, dog on a leash. It shows this dog trying to pull away from the leash. Um, the card meaning is distraction, which is interesting. It's almost giving me like shiny object syndrome. So, divine masculine, I feel like they're working, the field is almost like working through something, um, putting in hard work towards something, maybe even clearing something. For the feminine energy, you could be seeing clues from your past. I feel like for the feminine, you feel like you're being tested, like things from the past could be coming up to trigger you or to see if you'll be triggered or how you'll react to that situation. Dog on a leash, I feel like collectively we're all reaching some type of almost like a boiling point, especially with Pluto out of bounds. So I know I put this super positive spin on it, and the reality is exactly what I said, but it's also unknown. Unknown because we've never experienced it before. I feel like this boiling point that we're getting to, that we're reaching with all of the people that are having spiritual awakening, we feel like we're being distracted on purpose. Like we're being given extra challenges because of what we do. And I think the more we surrender right now, the more rewards, because I can't think of a better word, we're experiencing. And I think the more we fight the alignment, the more challenges. It's like right now, spirit is making us as uncomfortable as we've probably ever experienced before if we're out of alignment in a certain area. For me, it was work. I struggle with my faith to know that spirit will provide. And there's a couple of things that I've done on this journey where it's like I heard the message loud and clear, but I refused to follow the guidance. And in both of those situations, it has been um, like I don't have a word that could describe it. Severe, severe realignment, um, painful. It's almost like we don't pay attention until pain is involved. I struggle to talk about like the energies because I worry too much about what other people will think. But I think it's pretty clear that like we're all here for a reason. We all have some purpose. There's something we're supposed to be doing. And the more we come into alignment, the more whatever that is, right, is being done. And the more we choose free will, and it's almost like for the masculine, like they're choosing something they want and God's making them work for it. When in reality, we can just come into alignment with the things that we desire. All right, Midnight Magic Tarot, we have Four of Wands. So, confirmation that the masculine is trying to bring something into fruition or manifest something. It could have something to do with this specific journey because we all know that 1111 in numerology definitely very tied to this specific type of spiritual awakening journey, but it is firm foundation and financial security. And I do feel that that is what the masculine is trying to um, bring to fruition. It's more than that, though. It's almost this energy of trying to become something. It could have something to do with like becoming a new resource or understanding where to find new resources. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, for the feminine, we have Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Ace of Swords, new clarity, understanding, new communication. I'm getting this energy of closure. Again, it's this energy of like something is boiling. Something is, it almost feels heated. Like I physically just got hot. But I'm at that age, y'all. Like it could have just been a hot flash. Who knows? But I get this energy of, with the feminine, of a heated conversation with someone from your past. And I don't think it's recent past. It's interesting for the feminine. I get this energy of like someone who, I mean, I don't want to say it that way, but it's like they're gone to you. Like it's no longer. It's um, you feel like it's completely finished in some way. They don't draw the energy from you that they used to. It's very possible they feel that as well. This energy feels it being pulled or separated or less. It's interesting because I feel like sometimes Spirit wants me to focus on the masculine and feminine energies within. This reading feels very without, which just reminds me of the as within, so without, but that's definitely like what I'm getting. Divine feminine could want to have a conversation that puts something to rest. These could all be, so this energy of the past returning for divine feminine, this energy of trying to manifest money or being focused on material things could definitely be the shiny object syndrome. The dog on the leash, distracted, trying to pull away from the journey. It's like the things that could be being brought towards divine masculine, divine feminine to distract them or pull them out of alignment. We have the world card, blocking opportunities. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse on the bottom. So remember, Seven of Wands is the leveling up card, right? So in reverse on the bottom, I'm definitely getting this energy like we're at some type of major, this portal is like some type of test, some type of major upgrade, leveling up, but it's almost like the energy that's trying to hold us back or keep us from being able to go through the portal is so good that it feels so calm, almost like we can't even feel it happening. We can't even feel the distraction. And again, for the masculine, it's a material situation like money. And for the feminine, it's some type of energy returning from the past. Closure is what I'm feeling for the feminine. All right, let's pull some chakra cards for guidance, and then we'll jump to those 999 portal readings. All right, first one to fly out, signs. I feel like we're all seeing signs and synchronicities. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. Third eye chakra, um, lepidolite. I feel like I can't say that right. Is going to be the suggested crystal. Okay, so I feel like a few things I probably should have talked about at the beginning of the live. Synchronicities has been something that I feel like everybody's been messaging me about for probably the last 2 weeks or so. I would say 2 weeks. 10 days, I don't know. Um, Maybe not quite since that first Virgo new moon. I think after the first Virgo new moon, we started seeing all the signs and synchronicities. This comes in so many different ways for people. For some people, it's symbols. Some people, it's ancient symbols. Um, for some people, it's ancestral symbols, numbers, birth dates, names. The name has been huge for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of times when in these like heightened moments of whatever is happening, and the synchronicities are so loud, we sometimes get to like where it makes us feel exhausted. Like we almost don't want to continue seeing all the synchronicities. What has helped me is definitely understanding that it's just the universe telling me I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is the path that I'm supposed to be on. Sometimes that confirmation is very much needed. And instead of looking at it like, oh my gosh, I'm sick and tired of seeing this person's name, it definitely could be this energy of, I'm glad it's the same, right? Like I'm glad it's the same one. Like I'm glad it doesn't change, right? Like that would be super, suck ass if all of a sudden it was like a different name, and then I'm questioning like, my own reality. So at least it's the same all the time, right? I don't know. Try to find a positive. Um the dreams as well. Like I feel like the synchronicities have been coming out in the dreams strongly. Um, Again, guys, write your dreams down. Write your dreams down. And if you see like certain symbols, I would even like sketch them, draw them out. Creativity. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. That's what we're all doing. Abundance is on the bottom. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. So, big confirmation of what I just said. Root chakra was in reverse. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. So, again, confirmation of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, so tonight's reading, what I will grieve and cherish, whatever you're leaving behind, like what can't go through the portal with you, is going to be something that um, you probably have a hard time letting go of. And you had so much time or energy invested into it that, well, that's probably why you had a hard time letting go of it. Um, but you're going to cherish it, because the reason I put that is because all the time and energy that you invested into it made you who you are today, right? Whether this is a person, place, or a thing for you, whatever can't go through this portal door with you is going to be something that, yes, it will be big enough, important enough that you will grieve this energy, but it's also something that you will cherish forever and ever. The magic that's helping you get through the portal, that's where we're going to look at the signs and synchronicities that you may be seeing, how you'll know that you made it through the portal. How did you get to the other side? That's going to be the outcome. So we'll look at the outcome. So when you experience that energy, you can be like, "Ooh, I made it," right? And then we'll close out with a message from the universe. I'm going to use Tree of Life for our message from the universe. All right, let me get list going. Vanessa. Fiona. Diana. Welcome, Diana. Divine timing. Divine timing. Have you gotten any packages yet? Sandra. Yes. Do we not have video? Here we go. Picture. We got picture. Sweet. Perfect. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the do not disturb, and my phone's going off. Let me know if the sound is still okay, ladies. My bad. Oh, yeah, that's awful. Okay. So sorry. I think it stopped. All right, Vanessa is first. Vanessa, say hi to me. I see you. Thank you, thank you. I just forgot to hit the do not disturb, and then yeah. All right, Vanessa, 9-9 portal. Did it feel like a regular day to you? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who has really strong, healthy boundaries. She's really invested in protecting herself and her energy. Um, she's also someone who like stands up and speaks up for herself. So I don't think that you're grieving this person or that this person has left your like energy. I feel like you are this energy. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Um, are you Aquarius rising? I can't quite remember. But it does feel like you're kind of rising to the occasion. So what you're grieving or cherishing, like what you're cherishing this energy before you maybe wasn't someone that, I'm not saying you didn't stand up for yourself, but maybe you didn't know how to be like heard. Like someone has taught you how to stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself in a way that now people hear you, as before maybe they didn't. So like you're releasing the person that got you to this position that caused you, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's some type of trauma, right? That caused you to have to build these walls and learn how to have these boundaries and learn how to enforce the boundaries and learn how to clearly and it's not about being clear, but it's about being authoritative, like when you do set your boundaries and when you enforce them. So releasing the person, but cherishing the fact that they helped you become who you are today. All right. The signs, we have the Hanged Man, Velvet Shank. These are all mushrooms. Remember, Diana gifted me these cards. So velvet, that could be something that is some type of sign or synchronicity for you. It could be something that you see or experience. I'm actually hearing a song. Give me just a second. There's a song, Black Velvet, Black Velvet. I don't know how the words go. It was actually one of my mom's favorite songs. It's probably like a 80s song. I'm actually hearing like the tune of it, and I want to say the words, but don't ask me to repeat the words. The Hanged Man is Pisces energy. It's also this energy of getting out of your head space and into your heart space. It's also this energy of becoming something instead of just like wanting to like attain something. Instead of like having something in your possession, it's like you're becoming something that you wanted, something like that. All right, how you'll know that you made it through. You have the Moon card, perfect. Nine of Wands is on the bottom. Perseverance, don't quit now energy. So Eastern Jack-o'-lantern, the moon. So jack-o'-lantern, that's a pretty easy sign, Vanessa. You're going to see a jack-o'-lantern. That's how you're going to know that you made it through the other side of the portal. All right, let's pull a guidance card. Message from the universe. 999 portal. That could be something about seeing a face in the moon as well. You ever heard that, man in the moon? Have the hollow card. It's number 11 and it's on page 36. Wonderment and enchantment. I want to point something out just because I just remembered. The other day I was talking about glamour magic. Do you remember that? And I was talking about how you can like do it to like certain things you use on a regular basis or certain jewelry that you wear every day. Miss L, I want to say she commented, it may have been in the comments, it may have been in the live, I don't remember. But enchantment, enchanting a certain object. That could be something that you might want to look into as well. It says safe haven, which is what I got with the hollow card. Like you've made yourself like a safe room or a safe space. Enchantment, quiet knowing, timely withdrawal, observation. I think it's something to do with the timely withdrawal. This is a very mystical time for you, like a great hollow in a tree. Your imagination opens and invites you to explore and find the magic that is within you. Tree of Life hollow card beckons you to go inward, where there is a place for you to just be, to feel calm and to know that you're safe and protected. But not only that, to know that you're a wizard in your own right. With the hollow card, there's excitement in the air too, because you're on the verge of discovering something amazing that will help yourself or others. The only way to grasp it through your quiet knowing, which is there for you, waiting for you to listen. Go inside Apollo and listen. So there's definitely something about listening. I got this energy as well as like you're magnetizing things to you, like you're drawing things to you. That could have something to do with the portal as well. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Same dress as black velvet, if you please. That's the lyrics, right? Divine Timing says, I love that song. Little Boy Smile, Black Velvet with that slow Southern style. Yes, that is going to be the song. Isn't it weird too, though, how like certain songs are like stick out to us and we like collectively listen to them, or a lot of times too, I've noticed is like you guys will all send me the same song. Like all of a sudden, everybody will start sending me songs, and it's like everybody's sending me the same song. Is it Tiona? I'm gonna have to listen to it when we get done with the live. Oh, something cool happened with our music and tarot the other night. We had music and tarot. Um, was it last night? Do it last night. Um, and we got to listen to music, and we didn't get in trouble. We didn't get in trouble. So that's so cool. It was the night before last, right? Um, on Facebook, I normally okay. So on YouTube, we normally get in trouble, but we got to do the ad share revenue thing. And on Facebook, we normally have to delete it because they don't have ad share revenue thing for the music. They do now. They do now. So we didn't have to delete it. It's pretty cool. All right, Tiona, here we go. What are you leaving behind? What are you grieving? What will you cherish? Ooh, two cards want to come out. Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles. All right, so that's pretty easy. Nine of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's anxiety, bad dreams. Ooh, how's everybody's dreams? um, I guess I shouldn't laugh about it. It's not a funny matter. All our dreams are becoming much more vivid. Some of us are even describing them as bad dreams, night terrors. I wouldn't say I'm having night terrors unless nobody's telling me that I'm screaming in my sleep and they just don't want to tell me. Um, but I have had some, and I used to really suffer from night terrors like for a long period. I think it was the booze, y'all. I honestly think it was the booze. But I really definitely went a few years where I was like scared to go to sleep. It was embarrassing as well. Like I didn't want to wake somebody up, and you know what I'm saying. Like it was just weird. But now I'm experiencing. The only way I can explain it is they're jarring. Um, like I, I don't know. Like, and I don't even know if that's the right word. If that is a word, did I just make that word up? Um, like imagine somebody putting, I don't know, a marble inside of a mason jar and putting the lid on it and then just shaking it. They're like that, right? I wake up very sudden, like very alert, and um, almost feeling like I'm having to be alert, vigilant almost. Um, I don't really want to go into like what the dreams themselves are about, but I will say that it's collective. We're all dreaming of pretty much about the same things. Um, for me, man. Okay, so for some of you guys, you're dreaming about people from your past and you're getting like clarity. You're seeing things that you probably didn't see when you were in the middle of the situation. It's almost like an outside perspective. Um, for other people, you're dreaming about things that haven't happened yet. And I don't want to say yet, but yeah. Um, and then for some of us like me, it's a mixture. So for me, it's a mixture. So for me, I'm experiencing those, like some of you where you're having dreams of people you don't know, and it's like an experience that you haven't had yet, but you're going to experience it, or for some reason you have this feeling like it's about to happen. Um, so for me, I'm experiencing dreams of people from my past where I'm getting to see things sometimes that I don't even want to know. Like I don't care anymore. I'm not with that person. I'm not, like I'm not invested in that way. So it's like I don't even want to know, but for some reason it's like I'm being shown these things. But at the same time, in these dreams, I'm experiencing things that didn't happen and haven't happened to me yet. Um, and for some of us, I want to say it's personal because of the people that are in the dream. But for some of us, it's almost like we're in somebody else's shoes. Does that make sense? Like it's not happening to us, or this couldn't possibly be happening to us, right? Like this has to be happening to someone else, right? We're just watching it through their eyes type of situation. Like that is very, and I feel like I'm being so vulnerable right now, but I have to be because it's very collective. It's happening to all of us, like everybody. And people are constantly asking me, like, hey, does anybody mention, this to you or that to you? Like, yes, all day, every day. And it's definitely like, I don't know, again, the last couple of weeks, the last 10 days, since that Virgo new moon, right? It's been intense and it's like it's boiling. So Tiona, Nine of Swords is definitely giving me like bad dreams, like nightmares, like someone you experience something. And here's what I'm getting with these energies, like when I'm pulling these cards, is I'm getting what you're cherishing. And I mean, I'm also getting what you're grieving because I know what you're cherishing. So for you, for example, what you're cherishing as you go through this portal is some type of calmness of the mind, peace of mind. Somebody or something threw you into this energy or this experience of constant worry, maybe even constant stress, anxiety, bad dreams. And you may even be dreaming about them currently and getting to see like why certain things happen, or maybe seeing things that you didn't know. For me, this is how it's happening. I'm dreaming about things that they did that I didn't know about when I was in the relationship. And it's giving me a different perspective of why I went through certain things and why certain things happened the way that they did. Which is also, I think, helping me release a tremendous amount of sacral chakra, shame, guilt, remorse, all of that. Five of Pentacles is the thing you're cherishing, because Five of Pentacles says, oh my gosh, this was so challenging. But remember, it's also the card that says you're prepared, you're training. So it's like whatever you went through with this energy made you more prepared. made you feel more confident to be able to face different challenges or other challenges or challenges that may be like yet to come. All right, let's look at the magic it's going to take to get you there. We have Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So the number four is sticking out right away. So you could be seeing a lot of fours, 444, that type of thing. But I'm also getting, I also want to point out that it's about needing to release something or let something go. But I'm also getting the energy of like four corners. I'm also getting this energy of, I just saw a four-leaf clover, but that's not what I was feeling earlier. It's this energy of lack. It's this energy of being limited or restricted, like someone's holding on to you so tightly that you feel like you can't breathe, you feel like you can't move forward, you feel like you're stuck in a cycle of some sort. So a lot of times when we see the Four of Pentacles, they're all bunched together, and the idea is that they're being held on to so tightly because there's this feeling of lack, like I won't be able to receive more. But with this particular Four of Pentacles, again, I'm using Midnight Magic, and it's this energy of flow. It's this energy of, it almost looks like there's wind in this card. It's this energy of like someone released the restrictions or the limitations. So wind could have something to do with signs. Fours could have something to do with the signs and synchronicities. But again, this feeling of just being free, like you're not being held back or held down or restricted. All right, how you'll know that you made it through. How you'll know that you made it through. That's interesting you say that, Diana, because there's a lot of people that normally don't remember their dreams, that are starting to. It's almost like, I don't want, like almost being forced to remember them at this point. For most of us, we don't remember our dreams because of our uh, nightly practices. Um, for me, I'll just tell you, it's the Mary Jane. I definitely feel like I used to smoke to help me sleep, and not only to help me sleep, but to help me not dream, right? And the interesting part is that um, I'm still dreaming. I'm still like it, and they're getting more and more vivid and easier to remember. So it's almost like spirit's like, okay, you're not going to stop smoking, but I still need you to remember this dream. So here you go, right? All right, so how you're going to know that you made it through, Tiona, we have the Devil card coming out, karmic energy. The carrots are sticking out to me. So fruition. I think a lot of times people think that like the spirit, the fruit of the spirit is like money or material things, but it's not. It's more about like peace of mind. You started out with the Nine of Swords, which is like complete lack of peace of mind, right? So it's like you're going through this portal and you're leaving behind anxiety, worry, depression, all of this energy that this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person brought into your environment. It definitely was very challenging for you, but it's prepared you for something. It's made you stronger, wiser, braver, all of those things, right? I think fours are going to be a big sign for you as you're going through this particular portal. I do want to point out the Devil card is karmic energy. So it is this energy of like releasing karmic energy. This person definitely could have karmic ties. It could have taught you karmic lessons. It's Capricorn. And then you do have the Death card on the bottom. Death card is strong Scorpio energy. All right, let me pull message from the universe for Tiona. We have the Bark card. It's the protection card. Branches Fallen is here as well. Whatever you do release or whatever lets go of you, make sure you don't try to like go back and pick it up or go back and get it or go back and try to take it with you, right? You're highly protected at this time. We all are. And it's like if spirit pulls somebody away from us, someone or something away from us, and then we try to go back and get it or like grasp onto it or hold on to it, then we just experience more tower moments, right? All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Tiona coming in with the big confirmation. I love it. She says, I have been seeing fours. Thank you, Tiona. All right, we got Diana next. Tonight seems weird, right? It's calm, but weird. Thank you. I don't know. It's definitely that that energy of, like it's calm, but it's trying to fool us, right? It's like something important is happening. It's giving this energy of like behind the scenes, right? All right, just getting comfortable. Diana. All right, 999 portal. Guys, I'll be back on Thursday for all 12 signs. And I am looking at this. Is it second or third week? We're in the second, right? So it's third week of September. Can you all believe that? But we'll be looking at the week of the 14th through the 20th. I am going to go over the astrology, just the important transits I feel that are happening that week. Thursday night before we start the zodiac readings. That's why I felt so off today. I actually meant to do that tonight. Like it was supposed to be part of our opening. But we'll touch on them Thursday night. It's this week. It's this week between those very powerful moons that I feel like it's this energy of like feeling like you're just kind of getting thrown off the path or the course. All right, Diana. Midnight Magic. What's the thing that you're grieving and cherishing as you walk through the 9-9 portal? You have the Hanged Man coming out, Pisces energy again with the velvet. So I feel like this energy, so it's giving like a staircase, right? The Hanged Man is this energy of needing to let something go and needing to release something. Again, this energy, like a lot of times the Hanged Man is like trying to grab a hold of all these things, beauty, time, patience, abundance, all these things. But what happens is over the process of the Hanged Man is he learns that he has to actually become them. He doesn't go and get them, he becomes them, and then he's not in lack of any resources. Everything is a part of who he is. There's this energy coming with this card of climbing a ladder, a staircase, ascending in some way. And I think there's this energy of like, I believe it's going to happen this way. I'm going to take this step and then that step and this step and then that step and this step and then that step. And now what's happening is the steps are changing. What's happening is the path is changing. the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Look on your chart where is Pisces for you. It does say you're going to have to release something. You're going to have to let go of something. And I think what you're having to let go of is the idea that it has to be a certain way. Spirit's pointing out what you're cherishing. What you're cherishing as you go through this portal and you leave this energy of I think it's going to be this way behind is understand how far it took you. There's something about how far you've come, how far it took you. All right, let's look at the magic that's helping you get through the portal. We have Temperance. That's the Sagittarius energy. I see a red cardinal. You could be seeing some red cardinals, the animals, birds. There's a grasshopper down here in the corner, could be significant. But there's this energy of slow, calm healing. There's also this energy of like seeing something coming a long ways away, like something has been, it's almost like you're watching something, and as it gets closer, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger because you've been watching it for so long that it was so far away, that type of thing. All right, how you're going to know that you made it through the portal on the other side. We have the Queen of Swords, and it was in reverse. Of course, it's going to be because I put it in there upside down. Queen of Swords is this energy of standing up for yourself. It is this energy of communication. It's energy of having to fight for something. And I'm picturing this castle. There's something about communication. I'm picturing like a phone, a telephone. Lion's mane is going to be the mushroom. So I feel like that's a pretty significant sign of what you might see. The world card on the bottom is going to be new opportunities. So when you see this lion's mane, you definitely could be being shown some type of new opportunity. But I get this energy of, it's almost like I was trying to watch this movie or this video of someone conversating, having a conversation on a telephone. All right, let's get a message from the universe. We have the autumn card, which shows all the different colors and the fall leaves. And it talks about like the beauty and letting things go or letting things pass, go or like go through their natural cycle. And then we have the elder card. There's something about being wise and having attained a lot of knowledge. Treehouse is on the bottom. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Divine timing. Divine timing, did I ask you about your package yet? Did you get your gift? I sent several out, so I can't remember who all I've asked. Let go of old consistency and embrace the new. It's so true. Getting out of the comfort zone. Oh, thank you, Diana. Divine timing is next. Say hi to me in the comments. And then we're going to wrap it up with Sandra. It's a quiet night, but we made it over an hour. Diana says, all day was weird for me. Woke up to rain in September in California. What the heck? feel like that's another thing that's been happening that I've been experiencing. My weather app is never right anymore. Like, I don't even bother. I have this friend that he told me once, he was like, I don't need to look at the weather app to know it's gonna rain. Like, I can look up and it's gonna rain. And my phone, the reason we were having this discussion is because my phone was saying there was no rain, but you could clearly see like rain clouds in the sky. And then I had the same experience with someone else. I was out driving. My daughter-in-law was in the car with me, and she said something about, it looks like it's going to rain. And I was like, yeah, those clouds look super heavy. And of course, we pull it up on our phone, and no rain. It's not supposed to rain. I feel like, I don't know. It's almost like the weather app, and I just use the Weather Channel app. It's the same weather app I've used, for I don't know, 25 years, right? Um, but it's like they just post the same thing. It's just the same thing every day, and then it's like it's not really what's happening, right? So I don't know. I'm so glad that the heat wave is gone that I'm just not complaining, right? Like, I'm so relieved that heat wave kicked my butt this summer. That is so true, Diana. That is so true. And I think that's something Spirit's been showing me too, like the good parts of letting things go. The beauty of the situation, I guess, right? I'm not seeing divine timing. All right, let's skip over. Let's do Sandra's. Vanessa says, I'm looking forward to some heat. I got the hiccups. All right, let's do Sandra's, and then I'm going to wrap it up. If she comes back in, just let me know. All right, Sandra, 999 portal. Let's start with what you're leaving behind, what can't go through the portal. I pay attention to all that stuff now. Like, whenever I have the hiccups, I'm yawning. I don't know. Like, I feel like I pay attention to all of it now. Before, I had no clue. Like, no clue. You know what I mean? Remember the whole yawning thing? When I thought I was just sleepy. Like, now, I do not hit the button until I've had my full, like, gotten them all out. You know what I mean? Like, I'll wait. Sometimes we're a few minutes late, and it's not always like why we're late, but it's like I have to sit a few moments and make sure that, like, I'm open, spirit's there, everything's ready. All right, what can't go through the portal with Sandra? What will you grieve but cherish? Knight of Swords. Someone that you recently broke it off with. It shows this ant being stung by something. You're the Scorpio, so you're usually the stinger, but I feel like something actually stung you. It caused some type of pain. It caused enough pain that you broke free from it. Zombie ant fungus is the particular mushroom that's on this card. But Knight of Swords is like my clue card for a breakup, right? That is the energy. So it's almost like you broke free from this energy. It's like it had some type of painful hold on you. So what that tells me is that what you're cherishing is not only can you endure more than you thought, but you are stronger than you believed because you handled, transmuted. What's that card that we seen for the collective that came out of um, the creativity? You use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. So it's like this energy helped you learn how to transform your pain into positivity, right? All right, so now I'm going to look at the magic that's helping you get through the portal. We have Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups could be some energy of um, so knights are messengers. Swords is clarity, understanding, communication, freedom, liberation. Cups are feelings, emotions. Um, it's called purple Lucaria. The purple is what's sticking out to me the most. The white feather. See the white feather? So I feel like for you, the synchronicities that you're seeing are probably more spiritual than they are, for example, like someone's name. You're probably seeing symbols, more spiritual symbols than you are, for example, number synchronicities. All right. How you're going to know that you made it through on the other side? We have the dragonfly coming out with King of Swords. Destructive Philota. I feel like I probably said that wrong, but the dragonfly in the picture is what's sticking out to me most. So it's very possible that you're going to see dragonflies that give you some type of confirmation that you made it through this portal. It's also giving me this energy of rebirth, the dragonfly, which is interesting. All right, let's pull a message from the universe. Flies right out. We have the love card. It's entwined. Okay, so I did get this energy of like break up, break free. I think that you originally was scared to break free from this energy or pull your energy back. Maybe you allowed something like to walk on you or walk over you in order to be close to it or attached to it, or you felt like if you pulled away from it, then you would lose this energy or it would go away. So the message from the universe is that you're always connected. It's something that is a part of who you are. The energies are too entwined to ever be separated. All right, I hope that was helpful. Sweet. Did we ever see divine timing? Two of Wands comes out. Important decision to be made. Until I'm on the phone with government payer. We did. We did, Vanessa, but it was like really short lived. I feel like summer went by super fast. Who was it? Diana was like, it's getting dark too soon. We got robbed. And it's so true. Sandra, every time at Lorenzo's soccer game, there's a huge dragonfly. It makes me think of you. I love that. Sandra says, I just talked to someone today about creating a tattoo that's dragonfly in a scorpion mix. That's interesting. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Sandra. I don't see divine timing. I don't know what happened. Do you guys see her? I wish I knew how to block people on Twitch. I get these buy these subscribers crap, and it's like, no, no, thank you. Um, pin this message, reply to this message. I don't want to do any of those things. I want to remove this message. So upsetting. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you, moderator ladies, especially helping me keep the list. I'm so glad we're back to the list. It definitely keeps it more organized, and I feel like a lot easier for me to work through it. There is going to be a reason that we had to stop. So who knows what that reason was? Maybe we were only supposed to do it like one live. Maybe we were supposed to do it two. No, it's over on Twitch, and it's just something that like happens. It's not really anything that like messes anything up, but it just annoys the holy crap out of me. Just because I don't know how to remove it, but I'll figure it out one day. But nothing to be, who cares, right? But yeah, Thursday night we'll be back. Thursday night I'll be live with all 12 signs, guys. If you can't catch me live, I know it's super long and it's late. Make sure to check the timestamps in the description box. I always put them in after the live stream is over. If you can come hang out with me, absolutely. But yeah, that's going to be Thursday night. And I don't know if we're going to do anything this weekend or not. We just did a music and tarot this past weekend. So, guys, if you're new by chance, just make sure to hit that notification bell to all. So, just in case I decide to pop on before then, you'll get a notification. All right. I hope to see everyone Thursday night. Thank you, ladies, very much. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.